At a boarding school in Dumfries during the late 1940s and early 1950s, a young boy was captivated by the thrill of motor racing. That boy was Frank Williams, who vividly recalled his early obsession. "I used to run around pretending I was a racing car. That sort of nonsense," he said in a documentary celebrating his Formula One achievements on Sky Sports F1. Frank's passion led him to attempt a racing career of his own, but his talent on the track wasn't quite up to par. As he humorously admitted, he was always going off the road. Recognizing his limitations as a driver, he shifted gears and became a mechanic determined to stay in the world of racing. Frank's next ambition was clear. He wanted his own team. With money earned from his work as a grocery salesman, he founded Frank Williams Racing Cars. His entry into Formula One came in 1969 after running competitively in Formula 2 and Formula 3. He bought a Brabham chassis, signed his friend Piers as his driver, and soon made his mark with the team, finishing second twice during the season. However, the following year brought tragedy when Courage died in a crash during the Dutch Grand Prix. Frank described it as a major loss, adding that at the funeral there were no dry eyes. Though deeply affected by the loss of his close friend, Frank pressed on, determined to continue his racing journey. Money became a major hurdle as Frank struggled to keep the team afloat. In fact, finances became so tight that he had to make business calls from a public phone box after his office line was disconnected due to unpaid bills. His wife Ginny frequently dipped into her own savings to help fund the team, demonstrating the deep personal commitment both of them had to the sport. Eventually, Frank was forced to relinquish control of his team to oil magnate Walter Wolf, though he attempted to stay on as an employee. However, that arrangement didn't suit Frank and he left, though it was far from the end of his story. Despite the setbacks, Frank wasn't ready to give up on Formula One. In fact, for him it was unfinished business. Determined to start again from scratch, he sought out an engineer, eventually being introduced to Patrick Hedda, a very clever and hard-working man, as Frank described him. Together in 1977, they founded Williams Grand Prix Engineering, setting up shop in a modest old carpet factory. Little did they know this partnership would become the foundation of one of the most successful teams in the history of Formula One. Williams' first win came in 1979 at the British Grand Prix held at Silverstone. Clay Regazzoni drove the car to victory, and Head's groundbreaking FW07 design had transformed the team into legitimate contenders. A year later, Williams secured their first Constructors Championship, while Alan Jones claimed the driver's title. It was a meteoric rise for Frank, especially considering that just a few years earlier, he had been forced to sell his first Formula One team. Williams' success continued throughout the early 1980s, but as often happens in life, tragedy struck again. In 1986, Frank suffered a devastating car accident while driving back to the airport from a test session in Paul Ricard. The crash left him with a spinal cord injury, paralyzing him from the neck down. Although this could have ended his involvement in racing, Frank's spirit remained unbroken. He later downplayed the accident with his typical dry humor, saying, "It was inconvenient, wasn't it?" However, the impact on his family was immense. His wife, Ginny, played a vital role in nursing him back to health, while also ensuring that the team continued to run smoothly in his absence. Frank's daughter, Claire, who would later become deputy team principal in 2013, remarked that after the accident, the team gave Frank something to live for as much as his family did. Frank's resilience after the accident became one of the defining aspects of his legacy. Despite his injury, he continued to lead the team, guiding them through one of their most dominant periods. Between 1979 and 1997, Williams won 7 Drivers' Championships and 9 Constructors' titles with 113 race wins. Their dominance during this era was unparalleled, earning Frank a knighthood in 1999, along with France's Legion d'Honneur for his contribution to the sport. Yet alongside the triumphs, there were also profound losses. In 1994, just 3 races into the season, Ayrton Senna, the driver Frank had long dreamed of having on his team, tragically lost his life at the San Marino Grand Prix. The incident was heartbreaking for Frank, who had idolized Senna for years. It was another emotional blow, but as always, Frank pushed forward. The later years were more challenging for Williams. Since 1997, the team managed only 11 wins, the last being Pastor Maldonado's unexpected victory at the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix. Additionally, Frank's beloved wife Ginny passed away in 2013 after a battle with cancer, yet Frank remained steadfast at the helm until his eventual step back in 2020, when the Williams family sold the team to Dorilton Capital. Frank Williams passed away on November 28, 2021, marking the end of an era in Formula One. Joe Scapito, the former CEO and team principal of Williams Racing, paid tribute to the team's original founder, saying, "Sir Frank was a legend and icon of our sport. Despite considerable adversity, he led our team to 16 world championships, making us one of the most successful teams in history." Frank Williams' story is one of unparalleled dedication, resilience, and passion for motor racing. His legacy lives on not just in the record books, but in the spirit of the team that still bears his name. From humble beginnings to becoming a Formula One powerhouse, Frank's journey serves as a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming challenges with determination and the support of loved ones, remarkable achievements are possible.
Hello McLaren faithfuls. If you loved this video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe so you never miss any McLaren F1 updates with relaxing ASMR elements. Your support is what keeps this incredible community growing stronger every day. Let's continue the conversation and share our passion for McLaren F1 together. Discover my journey as a passionate creator navigating life with challenging disabilities. Despite the obstacles, I'm determined to follow my dreams and share my love for McLaren and F1 with the world. By becoming a patron, you'll not only be supporting my dream, but you'll also gain access to exclusive content, including untold stories of legendary F1 drivers and much more. Your support can truly make a difference in my life, helping me continue to do what I love. Click the link below and enjoy.